Hi, how you doing? My name is Locke. I'm from 2mcctv.com. Today I'm talking to you about hooking up a PTZ camera. Now, when you get a PTZ camera, analog PTZ camera, it usually comes with these connections. It's going to come with your power connection, your video connection, and your RS485 connection. Now, the RS485 connection is what makes it different from just your standard analog camera. So as you know, a PTZ camera stands for pan tilt zoom, so you're able to control the position of the camera through the RS485 connections. Now, of course, we have our video cable, and this is usually at the end of it. You usually have a female B&C connection. So what you would do is you'll attach your video cable and just run this to your DVR. And of course the power supply, it's just the power, the positive, negative. You just run that to your power supply, and now you have your RS485 connection. Now the RS485 connection it'll connect to a PTZ controller, because all PTZ controller has a RS5 connection terminal block where you just run the wire to that terminal block. Or most DVR nowadays, they have a RS485 connection on the back where you can just connect the RS485 to the back, and you're able to use the DVR to control the PTZ camera. So let's say you have everything connected. What you have to do next is you have to set the baud rate, the protocol, and the ID. So let me write that down for you. It's the baud rate, protocol, and ID. Now, usually, if this is my only, usually the baud rate I like using is 2400, and the protocol I like using is Pelco D. Now, the reason I use Pelco D, sorry about that, misspelled Pelco. The reason I use Pelco D and use baud rate 2400 is because Pelco D is one of the most common protocol. Now, you're gonna see there's tons of protocol out there. Pelco, Pelco P, Pelco D. I believe Samsung have their own protocol. There's a whole bunch of protocols that is out there, and sometimes the controller you get might not be compatible. So, in my opinion, it's just an ideal plan to use the most common protocol, and Pelco D is one of those most common protocol that most controller on the market would recognize. Now, basically, what you're gonna do is once you have the baud rate and protocol set, we can set our ID to ID1. Now, let's say you have multiple PTZ camera. If you have multiple PTZ camera, you're also going to set it to baud rate 2400 and Pelco D, but the ID is going to be different. So if I had a second camera, I'll have baud rate 2400, Pelco D, but my ID would be 2. So now when I go to my DVR, my PTZ controller, I'll set the PTZ controller baud rate to 2400, and I'll set the protocol to Pelco D. Then I'll just choose what ID, 1 or 2, and that will identify what camera I want to move. So if I'm at the controller right now, I'll actually go into the controller settings. I'll set the baud rate to 2400. Set the protocol to Pelco D, and I'll tell the PTZ controller to communicate on to ID1. Then I should be able to move around my camera and control my PTZ camera around. So it's pretty basic, pretty simple when it's written in diagram like this, in my opinion. We're gonna release another video on how to troubleshoot a PTZ camera issue, so make sure you check that out. And thanks for watching this video. Make sure you visit our website www.2mcctv.com and check out our other videos on our YouTube channel.